Hello, and welcome to a much more colorful B's and T's stitching. I am Seb, your host, and welcome to anybody new that's coming in. Welcome back to all you awesome, crazy people who keep coming back. I appreciate all you guys. So this is for D, because I know they love Hawaiian shirts, and I love Hawaiian shirts. So we're now official Hawaiian shirt bros. Cool. Hope they enjoy that. But anyway, this is going to be what is probably going to be a fairly short video. Not a whole lot to show. But and also, it's a Sunday before I leave for trips, so I have a lot of stuff to do, so I can't dilly dally too much. Um, so because of that, we're trying not to dirty up any extra things, before we go. So sadly, I do not have tea this week. I apologize. I am sticking with my Walmart waters, which are really good. They are sugar free. There's a whole bunch of flavors. My favorites are mandarin orange, Fuji apple. There's a tangerine mango, I think it is. Um, what else is good? White grape is good. My cat is running around crazy. Um, those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. But anyway, they're like, well, they may be different at different WalMarts, but at least at ours, this is 1 liter, right? Yes, it's 1 liter. Yeah, and it's like 68 cents plus tax. So it's a good way to get water, um, and I would guess, drink at least a little better. I mean, it's going to have artificial sweetener, but and they're not overly sweet, so I can't imagine it has a lot in it. But anyways, this is my drink this week. I do apologize. So in 2 weeks, I promise I'll be back with a tea again. Um, it's a decent possibility that a Sips by box might come by while I'm gone. So we'll see. So yeah. But yeah, so I guess that's about that. That's really mostly my life updates. Since this was a fourth Friday, I actually sewed twice. Well, technically 3 times, I guess. Um, so, um, so I got a decent amount of stitching done, but only on 2 projects. Yeah, only on 2 projects. So there was a little bit to show. Um, yeah, that's really about it that I can think of for my life updates. Not much is going on. I've been frantically trying to get organized for our little trip. Um, I don't plan on doing much stitching. I'm gonna have to do a little bit. I am um, part of a stitching group, and there is something that's happening one of the days that I'm gone. So, but that should be a fairly minimal amount of stitching. So, I'm not too worried about it. And are you gonna come visit me? Nope. Okay. Yeah, the cat has been very what's a good word for it? Bipolar today. She was being very loving earlier, and then I got. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. Nice little scratch. So yeah. Um. So I don't know. She's being weird today. Oh hey. Well, speak of the devil. Come on. Yeah, I'll put my stuff down here for you. She is over there. There you go. Are you gonna come over here or not? See, now she's being nice again. I really don't get cats. I really, really don't get cats. But anyway, so we'll see what she does. Uh, you leaving me? Okay. All right. Have some cat butt in the background. Ain't quite done. All right. Well, let me put this back then. Would you please stop? Okay. Anyways, so cat. So you got a little bit of Selena this week. Um, I don't know whether she'll join us back again or not. We'll see. I'm a little concerned. She has a little bump under her chin. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a vet to look at her um, this week before we leave. I really don't think it's anything major. Most likely she just scratched it and it's, um, it's just a little raised scab or something. But I do want to make sure because, obviously I want to make sure that she's okay. You know, despite the fact that she does seem to hate me, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I guess that's about it. So, let me go ahead and I'll start in with the comments. There's a few today, not too terribly bad. So it shouldn't take too long. I know we had some more yeah, sorry. We had a good bit last week, but I don't think this is quite as many. But yeah, so let's get started. So, first off, we'll start with D. Said, buddy pal, I'm gonna crash into your house and make all your FOs into bags because they're all so great. Oh no? No, that would actually be awesome. I've never made anything from stitching into a bag. Um, it, it seems like I would be worried that you'd be carrying around and either get wet or it get dirty or because you're gonna be throwing it around your car or wherever. Um, I don't know. I mean, is there a way to scotch guard it or whatever? I don't know. So we may have to talk about that and see. I mean, I have plenty of canvas bags that I'm sure I could probably figure out how to put a something on, but yeah, we'll talk about that later, I guess. Van Gogh experience sounds amazing. Yes, it was absolutely amazing. I still need to post up some of the pictures and videos to Instagram. I'm sorry, I've been very slack about that. It did come to Vancouver, but we never went because of COVID. Well, that's, yeah, unfortunately understandable. Um, let's see. My favorite is Van Gogh. My favorite Van Gogh is Bedroom in Arles. That was actually part of the display, which was really cool. Part of the thing we went to. I got to see that and more of his work in the Musée d'Orsay in Paris a long time ago. Awesome. Um, I have been to Paris, but I was just a kid, so I don't know if we went to any. If we did go to any museums, I don't remember, unfortunately. I haven't seen Starry Night. Isn't it in the MoMA? Um, I don't know where it is. It doesn't seem like it would be in the United States, but it could be. It's definitely on my bucket list. Yes. If it is in the MoMA, let's meet up in New York and go see it. Seriously, because that's right, right? MoMA's in New York, I think. I could be wrong. I need to turn my art card, apparently. Glad you enjoyed my Floss 2 videos. We're now fishing Hawaiian Surf Brothers. Cool. Awesome. Um, I would say my favorites are probably, well, I mean, Star Night has a lot of personal meaning to me, but, other than that, I really like the Potato Eaters just because everything, it's so dark and gloomy, but yet you still see hope though. It's not all gloom and doom. It's like they're just living their lives, and it's not pretty lives, but they're their lives. Um, and also Crows Over a Wheat Field. It's just the fact that it was his last painting. It is just that one is really a lot. I mean, you've got the wheat, which is kind of a bright color, but overall, all the colors are pretty muted and dark, and it's I don't know. It's not a happy painting, obviously. But those are a couple of good ones. Um, all right. So next, Carly M. Just when I thought I couldn't possibly add anything else to my watch list. Yeah, I do that with a lot of floss tubers. So you're welcome for me being an enabler. Um, thank you for sharing. What a great variety of patterns you've got. I haven't seen a troll face online for years. Yeah, that troll was probably I'd guess 2014 or 2015-ish. It was a while ago. It was kind of at the end of when that whole troll thing, the whole troll meme was going on online. So it was a few years ago. Like I said, that was before I'd really gotten into cross stitch in earnest. So the stitches are bad, and it's on 14 count 8 with DMC because that's all I knew at the time. So there you go. Let's see. So stitchy. That Muka style gamer is Gamer Nouveau from the artwork of Medusa Dollmaker. It's available as a kit from Gecko Rouge. Okay, I appreciate that. That is an amazing pattern. I like Gecko Rouge. There's a couple of things that I've seen on there that I really like, including an otter one. But it's just that I mean, and I guess the prices for the patterns aren't that bad considering everything you're getting, but it's just that I have so many other things I want to work on. I just can't justify spending that much money on what would be a rather large pattern, when I have so many other things that I could do, before that. So I haven't pulled the trigger on any Gecko Rouge yet. Doesn't mean I want in the future, but we'll see. All right. So, Stephanie Brown, thank you for the under the bed box reveal. You're very welcome. It's motivating. It's motivating. Sorry, start again. It's motivating me to go through mine to fully finish or pass on the next retreat. I do have some stuff in there that I wouldn't mind finishing and, giving as a gift to somebody or an exchange. Because there's some stuff in there that's really just not bad, but I just don't know what I would do with it. I just wanted to stitch it. I didn't necessarily, you know, I wasn't necessarily going to put it up in my house anywhere. Um, so that is a thought. My main problem is that really the only thing that I've finished so far are two biscornus and a few little ornaments. So even if I wanted to finish a few things, I don't know how. And I know there's things on YouTube, and all that, but it sounds silly, but I can sew. I mean, I can cross stitch, but I'm not really all that crafty, weirdly enough. At least not with that kind of thing. Not kind of sewing crafty. Um, so I don't know. If I did one or two things, I think I would gain some confidence and be able to do it. It's just kind of getting over that hurdle. Washing. I use cool water and a drop. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Um, Cool water and a drop of Blue Dawn dish soap. If it's really dirty, add a pinch of OxyClean. If you're unsure, if they're color fast, rinse the section in cool water. Yeah. So the ones I'm looking at are older, so they would just be Ada on. I They'll just be DMC on Ada. So color fastness should not be an issue. But I will definitely give that a try. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Also, say love the videos. Can't always watch the entire episode because of work, but I'll go back until it's finished. I do that a good bit too. I try to watch videos so I'll have time to watch the whole thing, but life happens. So, there's plenty of times when I have to go back to watch a video again or finish watching a video. So it's there's not any YouTube police, so watch how you want. Anyone that says otherwise, screw them. So there you go. Yep, guess that's about it for that one. So, Terry Hall, says, nice tour, thank you. Chances are discoloration is from organic material that got on the fabric and didn't age well. That's entirely possible. On the DMC pieces, you can fill a basin or sink with mild dish soap and warm water. See, that's interesting. The other person said cool water, so I'm not really sure. Soak pieces for 20 minutes, swish around gently, remove and rinse thoroughly, lay out, and roll up to remove excess water. Lay it on dry towel, and hopefully it'll be removed. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm not sure whether to use warm or cool water. I'll kind of read up about that a little bit, but I will definitely try you guys suggestions. Thank you again. X-ray X Stitcher, your finishes are amazing. The monster was my favorite. I'm assuming you mean the Universal Monster style. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was it was frustrating at times, because there was a lot of 310 at the top, and I was really trying to get the best kind of coverage that I could, and I'm still not 1000% happy on the coverage. And it was a lot of work. I mean, it was a big boy, but I really am glad. Really am happy with how it turned out. I really do like it. It's very cool, and I'm glad I did it. I want to say that was Witchy Stitcher, and I would assume it's probably still available. I don't know how she was doing the final room, since the sale is over. I would assume that it comes with all of the suggestions for the very last room, which was the bottom middle. So, worth checking out to see if she still has it available. Um, no, there it is. Stitching in high heels. This was fun. I always enjoy whip parades. Um, I always enjoy whip parades, but it's fun to see previous finishes. Yeah, so I had wanted to do whip parade, like in the middle of the year, and just a lot of stuff kind of just piled on. Um, but so help me, I will do one at the end of the year. I will. I mean, unless the world crashes down, which I don't know, it might. So, but yeah, especially enjoyed seeing your Disney pieces. The Haunted Mansion portraits was a fun one. That one took a long time, and again, that one was frustrating at times too. But I love the way that one came out. That's one of my favorites too. I'm a little bit of a Disney nut, so it didn't really surprise me how many Disney ones I have. I think I had two or three Haunted Mansion ones, and then I've got two or three more Haunted Mansion ones in the middle of being done. So yeah, and then I had the Pirates, and there was one or two other. Oh, there was a. I mean, it's Winnie the Pooh is Disney now, so it's Winnie the Pooh, and I don't know. I had a couple of things that were Disney related, other than Haunted Mansion. Oh, a couple of Figment ones too. There you go. So yeah, there's a lot of Disney things. Let's see. Oh, the Van Gogh experience sounds amazing. I enjoy that you read your comments. You're the only person I watch who does that. I may copy you once in a while. Honestly, I got the idea. Okay, sorry. I got the idea from Garrett from Coffee Stitcher. He reads. He has like a Q&A, and so he reads the comments that come in. And I don't know whether he reads all of them or only the ones that are questions. But I still got the idea from him. I would definitely recommend Coffee Stitcher. Um, he posts up every Sunday. He's probably maybe more obsessed with Oz than I am of Disney, which is scary. And the cool thing is that most of his videos are 20 minutes or less. They're almost never over 30. So he's really fun to watch. And because I love seeing the stuff that he does, and he doesn't really do the same kind of stuff I do, but that's really okay. I like seeing people who do stuff other than what I would do as well. Um, and he also has an unhealthy obsession with no, not unhealthy, possibly unhealthy obsession with Carol Channing. Kind of like my possibly unhealthy um, obsession with Figment. So, but no, he's actually really cool. So I would definitely recommend watching him. So yeah, let's see. Oh, and Marzipan Citrus said, it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius here today. Rained for most of it. Luca was delightful and heartwarming. I'm shaking my fist angrily at you. Okay. God, I wish it was 66 degrees. I would kill or stab or I don't know, stab somebody repeatedly with a needle, for that right now. It would be super nice. Um, that the hurricane is, um, we're having to watch it very quickly because we're heading towards where the hurricane is going, but after the hurricane will be there. Um, so we're still having to watch the weather, and so I don't know how that's going to affect our trip. Um, and I'm hoping maybe that will cool things down a little bit. But it's still going to be super hot because we're heading south towards Mississippi, and so it's going to be hotter than it is here, and so I am not really looking forward to that, even though I'm looking forward to the trip. But yeah, I've been watching that hurricane with great interest. No, great worry, not only obviously for the trip, but more so even for just the fact that it's going to hit Louisiana again, and Louisiana really needs a break. I mean, you know, what can you do? Unfortunately, it's, all you can do is, support however you can. That's all I can say on that one. Um, all right, and lastly, I think I've already said this before, um, but I have to say it again that I love your name. X Stitch Dogs and Tea. I like the name. I like a lot of teas cold, but better than hot. I mainly cold brew my tea. Um, I tend to like my teas after they've cooled down for a while. I know that's kind of sacrilege, especially for an Anglophile, but yeah, I tend to like cool teas. But the only problem is that the teas that I have, they're not designed to be cold brewed, so I have to steep them like you normally would, and then let them cool down a little bit, and then, drink that. Because I don't know if you can cold brew a tea that's not designed to be cold brewed. I'll have to look that up. I need to do more reading about it, I guess. Um, and pop it in water overnight in the fridge. The flavor can really change. I don't know. I'll have to read about that to see if you can cold brew hot teas, because I don't know. I let's see. And then they were talking about um, I had talked about how I was hoping to organize my stuff. They said I don't do videos or I'd show you my PDFs. I organize my PDFs on a cloud drive, have a cross stitch folder, and then have folders like they have like folders underneath that, like for seasons and holidays. Um, and that's actually how I do mine. I have like a stitching folder, and then I'll have folders inside of it. Like I have one for Halloween because I love Halloween. I think I have maybe one for Christmas, which I don't do Christmas, but I put them separately. And then sometimes if I have enough of one designer, I'll do a designer. Otherwise, I'll do like animals. Of course, I have a separate one for bees. And that kind of miscellaneous, different folders in there. So it's definitely a good idea, and I do have some storage space, some cloud storage. I just have to pull from all of my external hard drives, get them organized first, and then put them to the cloud drive. So that is a good idea, though. I do definitely appreciate the information. That's kind of what I had intended to do as well. So that's cool. Um, I just got a bunch of moth patterns, so now I have a new folder for those. Um, have you seen the new moth pattern that is going for the Needlework Market, I think it's called, that's going on this weekend? Um, there's a really pretty moth pattern, and I do apologize that I don't remember who it's by. Actually, hold on, wait, I think I could tell you. If you give me just a second here. I think I have it. Well, oh, there it goes. Okay. I'll say if my computer is going to let me uh, restore. There we go. All right. Because I think I had it listed here. It is. Apologize for this. Okay, it is Tiny Modernist, Moths, and the Moon. Um, I know that there are websites out there. I believe Garon Stitchery is where I went originally because he has a pretty good list of, I don't know that anybody has one um, master list of everything, which is a little frustrating. I've, kind of said something about that before because it's the same for the one that happens in March as well. I would really like for somebody to have one master list of everybody, but that doesn't seem to happen. But I believe he had Moss on the Moon listed on his website. So if you want to take a look at it, or you should just be able to Google it. It's really pretty, and it was on my short list, but um, I unfortunately there were other things I just wanted to get more. So I may have to go back and get it later. All right, so that is all the comments. I guess since I was talking about it, and I don't have pictures. I may or may not be able to put them links to them below. I'll check on that. Um, but the ones that I got were Ink Circles Tiki Time because I love tiki. Let me see if I can pull this over to the side here. There we go. I got a little. There we go. My little tiki corner there. Anyway, so Ink Circles Tiki Time, which is really cool. Um, two from Silver Creek Samplings. Darn you, Silver Creek. They had I Beg Your Pardon, and it's got a little paw, cat paw, sticking up, and Hissed Off, which had a angry cat with like the kind of symbols behind him. So, what was the other one? Let's see. So it was Tiki Time, Two Silver Creeks. Um, Stitchy Pros. She is actually local to us. And she tends to do more sampler stuff, which is not my thing. Although they're beautiful, and I would definitely recommend them to anybody who does samplers. But she had two cat biscornues. One was really cute, and it was Christmas related. But the one I got was the Meowstra Mash biscornu, which was a Halloween biscornu, and it has like a cat, like a mummy, a cat like a Dracula. My favorite was the cat Frankenstein, which was adorable. Um, so that's four, and then there was one more. Oh yes, Heartstring Samplery Carol the Bells. That was the fifth one. And normally that is not my thing. It's the kind of you know samplery sort of border. But I really, really like Carol of the Bells. That's one of my favorite um, one of my favorite Christmas carols, or Christmas songs. My absolute favorite is probably Good King Wenceslas, which is really strange because that's not a popular one at all. Not a whole lot of people know it. Um, what else? Those are those Good King Wenceslas. Hmm. I can't think of the other one off the top of my head that I really, really like. Um, was another one that's not terribly popular, but yeah. So it's all it has does is it has a little border, and just the word, like the first part of the song in it. Um, and like I said, it's not usually up my alley, but I kind of want to do that one for Christmas this year. Um, I don't stitch Christmas. I do not stitch Christmas. I stitch I've stitched little ornaments for trade, or for gifts or exchanges. But I do not stitch Christmas. But this time I am stitching that. So yeah, that's the five I got. Um, like I said, I will try to put links below because I think Garon had all of those. Um, but if not, I apologize. I will try my hardest to find them. All right, so I guess yeah, this is gonna go longer than I thought. I apologize for that. I've been rambling a little bit. But all right, so let me show you what I have done first. Let me get my stuff out of the way here. Yeah, I was kind of bad this week, a little bit. That too. All right, so I will show you the one that's a little more unusual this week. The one I've been working on mostly. So I will not start with that one. And let me find. So, like I said, I had joined a stitching group, and so we're packing for our trip. It's based on the Amazing Race. Okay, why can I not find the picture? I apologize. Why can I not find this picture? Oh, there it is. Because it's all wrinkled up. Good job. Anyway, and so we're having to pack. So each thing we pack is 100 stitches. So I'm having to do some some block stitching so I can get a few things packed for our trip. So I worked on two different projects that were, I say were going to be easy. So this is Hamilton, from from the play or movie Hamilton. Uh, what's it called? Farmer Refuted, I believe it's called. So essentially, it is the Farmer Refuted song. So you've got hold on. So essentially, I know I've explained it before, but it's been a few weeks, so I know we have some new people. In the play Hamilton, you have Samuel Seabury. Why am I not focused? There we go. You have Samuel Seabury, who is a loyalist, so he's loyal to the crown, and he's trying to tell people that no, you don't want to revolt against England. This is the time of the Revolution, American Revolution, and so he's trying to tell people don't listen to don't listen to these rebels. They don't have your best interests at heart. And then meanwhile, Alexander Hamilton is singing under him, and so this gold part is heed not the rabble who scream revolution. They have not your interest at heart. That's Samuel Seabury trying to say, hey, don't listen to these guys. And then you've got the white, which is what Hamilton was saying. And so it's a really cool duet. And it's really fast. And it's very, very cool. It's definitely worth looking up. You can find the individual song on YouTube. So, all right, there we go. And so what I was working on for some stitches is so this is They Have Not Your Interest at Heart, Chaos and Bloodshed, and then don't let them lead you astray is what it actually says. But so normally, like in the past, this has been really easy, but I tell you what, I have been very distracted apparently because I've had to frog the majority of this at least once, sometimes twice. And yeah, sorry, it's a there we go. Well, it's a 14-inch Ada and a 14 count Ada, and so the light's kind of coming through it, but anyway, so yeah, so that's what I've got done, and unfortunately, like I said, I didn't get nearly as much done as I would like. Oh, I have it in the Garon, South Carolina bag. Um, one of the characters in Hamilton is John Lawrence, and his father, who I don't think John was his first name. I think he had a different first name. I should probably know these things. Was a very high level guy in South Carolina at the time, and in fact, there is a city very close to me named Lawrence after John Lawrence's father, and there's also a Lawrence Road, um, which is a lot of there's a lot of city streets around where I live. So there's like a Georgia Road, which used to go towards Georgia. There's a Woodruff Road that used to go towards the city of Woodruff. Lawrence Road, which used to go towards Lawrence. So there are a lot of those types of naming of streets. So it's not that unusual that before we had big highways, these were the roads that would take you from one city to another city. So they liked doing that around here. But yeah, so we have a city and a road named after the father of one of the characters in Hamilton, which is cool. So I just thought that was kind of neat. And I apologize, my eyes have decided that they want to itch. So, all right. I tell you what, if it's not one pollen that's getting me, it's another. Yeah, fun. All right, so the other one, I'm sure you guys can take a guess as to what it is I've been working on. I've been working really well on this. The only issue is that I had bought more roasted marshmallow, and I can't find it. So I'm at a little bit of an impasse here for the Trans Pride Unicorn. So let me attend Trans Pride Tapestry, if I can say it right. So that is, don't mind my notes at the bottom. That's just my threads. So once again, I'm still working on that big ass unicorn, and she big. So there you go. So mostly I've been working in the mane over here, a little bit of the tail, and then a little bit more of the mane over here. So been doing a lot of pink and a lot of blue. So as you can tell, I'm pretty much out of what I can do in pink and blue. The rest of this, I think there's a little pink down here, but the rest of this has to be done in roasted marshmallow. And while I probably have enough to finish that area, unless I can find more of the roasted marshmallow, then, I am gonna have a big problem. My LNS does not have any at the moment. So, uh, it's one of those things I can either move the hoop and work on some more blue and pink somewhere else, and then have to come back to it, um, which is I can do, but I'm trying to move my hoop as little as I can, because it's just a pain in the ass to have to keep resetting it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that exactly. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad problem to have that I'm getting a good bit done on it, which I am. But yeah, it's just this lack of roasted marshmallow is causing some problems. So, I am going where I'm going. There is supposed to be a cross stitch store pretty close by, within a few miles, I think. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time to actually get to go to it. I hope. If I do, I will definitely look and see if they have any roasted marshmallow. That would be nice. Um, so we'll see. Once again, it's also going to be the problem of, well, it's not going to be the same lot, so how's it going to look? Because roasted marshmallow is it's pretty specific. Let me show you some of what I've got left here. Where is that roasted marshmallow? There it is. So yeah, there you go. It's pretty darn variegated, and so if the variegation is different on a different dye lot, it's going to be pretty noticeable, unfortunately. So we'll see. All right. So we will do haul. Oh, I guess I should say I apologize. I got no starts, no finishes, no FFOs as usual. So I didn't even bother saying that anymore. So yeah, we'll do a haul of the week, and that'll be good. The first one is non-stitchy. As you guys may or may not know, I am 1000% obsessed with Doctor Strange. And so, and this is not any sort of spoiler, but this is one of the, on Disney Plus, there's a what if show. So it's really cool. It's the idea of what if something else happened. Like, um, so this I don't know how much you know about the Marvel universe, so I won't talk about this too much. But Steve Rogers was Captain America, so there was a what if Peggy Carter was Captain America. Um, there was also a what if T'Challa was Star Lord. So it's those kind of what ifs. And they're really cool. So if you have Disney Plus, I would definitely recommend checking them out. Next week's, which of course I'll be gone, um, is going to be dealing with Stephen Strange. And I don't know. I don't know its title yet. I want to say it's what if Spider-Man was the Sorcerer Supreme. I think is what it's called. Um, so, and wow, I'm getting a terrible glare, but sorry about that. There's not a really good way to show you, but this is from What If, so that's a Doctor Strange. And you can see on the back there, so you can see Captain Carter and T'Challa Star Lord. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I literally just got that right before I started this video, and surprisingly, I did actually get mail on Sunday. Because I'm recording this on Sunday instead of Friday, and I do apologize for that. That's just having 2 stitchy days and trying to pack. I just could not get that done on Friday or on Saturday. Um, okay, I don't think I can show you guys that this Okay, there we go. Here's a another pattern. I think I showed you guys the gnome that I did for my friend. She's a local friend, and she is just dipping her toes into designing patterns and also needle minders. Actually, I think I have her needle minder here. But she does have an Etsy page. She actually gave me a needle minder for my birthday, which was awesome. Look at this. It says Foolish Mortal. There we go. Regions Beyond. Haunted Mansion. I'm trying to see. I don't know if she wants all of this shown. Um, there we go. Maybe I can just put my finger over the phone number. But non-stop stitching. Let me move the little thingy down. Oh, there we go. There we go. Non-stop stop stitching. And Heather Norris. Oh, there we go. And she's got a website and a Facebook. She also has a Etsy page. Um, so definitely check that out. I will try to link all those things. But look, it's Haunted Mansion. I love it because she knows I'm a foolish mortal. Anyway, but yeah. So that's super, super, super cool. All right, but yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can show this to you guys, but I have another thing I'm doing for her. The gnome was not a um was what was it? It was it was an Easter gnome, I believe it was. No, it wasn't Easter gnome. Was it? I don't remember. Anyway, but this is a Halloween pumpkin. That's all I can say. Um, so I will have to get this done fairly quickly, but it's really small and it's super cute. Um, and so I think that'll appeal to a lot of people, and so it will not take me long. And it's how many colors? One, two, three, four, five, six, maybe. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, eight, nine. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's super small. It is what, like 50 by, yeah, about 50 by 50. So and not full coverage at all. So that'd be super cute. All right. So let me do the rest of my haul, and then we will almost be finished. Um, this, oh, there we go. That's showing up pretty true there. This was Fortnite Fabrics, and I apologize. I did not keep the piece of paper that said what it was, what the name of it was. But this was a Fortnite Fabrics monthly. It's kind of on the gray side of tan, and it's really pretty. It's a little bit variegated, not much. I believe this was a 16 count. I do believe. But yeah, so that's really nice. It's a nice. I'm in their neutral club, and so I've liked every single one. Oh man, the last one I got like last month was this really pretty gray, which I'm definitely looking forward to doing. So unfortunately, since I went to the well, not unfortunately, since I went to the store twice, I bought things twice. Um, so the first one I got this is too cute. It's a pirate kitty. It's Satsuma Street, One Eye Jack. So this is one of the full kits, and you can see the other ones that they have. That vampire. Look at that. That vampire is really cute. And I think I actually have already bought Nevermore, and the moth is cool too. But yeah, so this is One Eye Jacks. So it's perforated paper. It's got the needle. It's got a few beads. All the fabric. So everything you need. So that's cool. The other one, because of course I could never have enough bee things. This is Primrose Cottage Stitchers. There we go. Hard to say. Be happy, be humble, be kind. It's called Be Happy. And it's only what 5 colors? Yeah. And so I got the DMCs. This I love this blue. Look at that blue. It's what is it? 3813. It's just this nice stormy gray blue. So it's really pretty colors. So, but yeah. So that was Friday night's haul. Not too bad. And then Saturday was only one. And once again, I got some of the stuff to go with it. But this one, because apparently I just cannot stay away from ink circles. There we go. This is, I got B's, so I had to get T. Look at this, it's T. Is that not cute? So it's called Ink Circles Tea Time. They also have a coffee one, which is really nice. Which is tempting. I do love coffee. In fact, like I said, I tend to drink more coffee than tea, but I really like this. And so let me see if I can get these colors together. They were missing two of the colors, like the dark, there was like a black and a gray that they were missing. But otherwise, these colors are really pretty. Classic colors. There's the green, and there's the bamboo. There you go. A couple of kind of those medium brown colors, and of course, hey, this one's called honeycomb. Haha. I know some of these I probably had, but unfortunately, I don't have a list of what threads I have, which I need to because I'd stopped buying them. But um, it was, let's see, smoke and black coffee that they didn't have. Black coffee I could just use like onyx or something of that sort. Smoke, I'm not sure which one it is. I'm assuming it's probably these, like the cups and that. So I'll bet you I can find something. But and I do get those Classic Colorworks every month, so I know for sure that I definitely, almost definitely had brandied pears and maybe bamboo, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I just ended up getting them anyway. All right. So I think that is all the damage that I did, which was enough. Oh, come on. This camera, I swear. Let me. This is a good time to also remind you guys that I do have a link for the Buy Me a Coffee down below. Come on now. Okay, there we go. I guess we're good. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of making a buy me a webcam um, fund. So I'm hoping maybe if around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, if I can find a decent deal on a better webcam, one that will try to stay freaking focused. That I don't know, just doesn't. Okay, it doesn't seem focused to me. Maybe my eyes are unfocused, but um. So yeah, and obviously there's absolutely no um it's not required. It's just something, if you want to do it, fine. If not, that's fine as well. Not a big deal. So yeah, if you guys want to buy me a coffee, cool. If not, awesome. Just keep watching. Uh, and I'll always say what I do. Like and subscribe, and please comment. I read every single one. I respond to every single one, and unless it's something bad, then I'll read it on the video. So. All right, so let me do the other weeks, and then we'll be good. Did run a little long. Sorry about that. It was running longer than I thought, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But yeah, so this week's Stitchy website is Owl Forest Embroidery. We've been talking about it a good bit in Virtual Stitchers, and there's been some really cute things. There's a B one that I'm waiting to come back into stock. There's probably going to be at least two other people in Virtual Stitchers that will probably end up getting it as well whenever it comes back. So who knows? Maybe a stitch along will be in the works. There's also a really cute dinosaur one. So they are packs. They're kits, though, so they're everything, which I believe includes at least one needleminder as well, which is cool. Themed to what it is. And somebody got a really, really cute dinosaur one, and it has the ankylosaur on it. Ankylosaur has always been my favorite dinosaur. That's the short, squat one that has the kind of club on the end of its tail, and its body kind of looks like a bearded dragon, which is kind of short and um, got lots of pointy bits. But anyway, short and spiky. But yeah, so I'm tempted. So and I did some of the conversion ruble conversions. They're about eh, 30, 35, 40 ish dollars per kit, which really, considering you're getting everything, isn't bad. Um, I don't know whether they actually come. Sorry, this is really bothering me for some reason. Come on, come on. I guess I'm in. Yeah, I apologize. I can't tell if I'm blurry or not. That's this camera. I'm gonna have to do something about it sooner than later, I think. Um, but I'm not sure what kind of fabric they give you, so I may have to end up changing out the fabric, which would be okay. I'm not terribly hurt by that because it's still a good deal, for an entire kit. But it's a good deal, but it's still a lot to spend. Once again, like I said with the Gecko Rouge, I've got a lot of things I already need to stitch, so I'm a little hesitant to pull the trigger on something that's going to be, you know, a bit expensive, um, when I have other things I could be doing. So I haven't pulled the trigger on that dinosaur kit yet. Um, it now Alforest is in Russia, so it'll take 2 to 4 weeks probably, if you're in the U.S. for it to get to you. Around the world, I don't know if it would be more than that. So definitely plan for that if you want to do an Alforest. Remember that you're going to have to wait for a little bit. But from what I've heard, people have really enjoyed the stuff that they send. It's everything seems to be really good quality. Um, I don't know what threads they're using. I guess they're using their own threads, um, but they're variegated threads. They look really pretty, at least in the pictures. So I've heard good stuff about Alforest, and so I will definitely be trying them out sooner than later. So there you go. Non-stitch websites. Oh, since I've been talking about Disney a good bit, I found for all you Disney people, if you ride on the monorails, you get the please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, mantenga se alejados de los puertos. Which apparently I've been told by my brother who speaks Spanish, um, that that's not quite proper, but it's close. So there you go. But I found a "Please Stand Clear of My Dole Whip" shirt because I mean, come on, if you're gonna go to Disney, you're gonna enjoy Dole Whip. And I love the fact that Dole Whips are now available in more places. In fact, I can get a Dole Whip at my local ice cream place down the way here, which is really cool. And they have them in different flavors. And Dole Whips are actually non-dairy, so anybody who has a um, either a milk allergy or is lactose intolerant can still have a Dole Whip. Now, I mean, it's still got massive amounts of sugar in it, but that's what it's gonna be. It's a frozen drink. But yeah, so that is that. So the last thing will be the bee fact, and then I will let you guys go. Um, when honeybees and other pollinators pollinate oil seed crops, they increase oil content. A little bonus to that is also that you know when they um, when they pollinate crops, be they tend to have more vitamins and minerals and just tend to be better in that way too. So bee pollination is definitely a good thing for everybody. So we need bees. Yeah. All right. I guess that is about it. I need to hit the gym. I am still on that 5K training. It's slow going, but I mean, you know, just keep on plodding on. So I need to go to the gym, go buy a couple things, last minute things for the trip, and pack. So I will almost definitely not see you guys next week. The access to the hotel is going to be crap. Their Wi-Fi tends to be really crappy. And I'll be honest, I probably won't have time. So it is 99% certain that I will not see you guys next week. But I will see you guys 2 weeks from now. Um, I don't know that I really have a whole lot to say about my trip because it's nothing Stitcher related, unless I find there's a couple of there's a uh, large city nearby, so I know that there are a couple of cross stitch stores there, but I don't know if I want to head into the city or not, especially because I don't know what's going to be happening after that storm. If there's going to be power outages or damage or flooding or anything like that. So it's kind of a wait and see right now. So I will almost definitely get to one cross stitch store, maybe three, but I'm only betting on one, because I don't have a whole lot of time anyway. It's only a long weekend. But yeah, so I guess that's about it. I will talk to you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.